Yo. Okay. This is the first video I've done in fucking forever, so sorry I'm very rusty and this setup's not ideal. I just threw it together and I'm already spilling shit. Anyway, so today I'm gonna cover, I'll probably butcher her name, Melek Zertal. I think that I'll spell it out. I'll link you guys to her Instagram and her website. But I only have like 4 things of hers. I think I might have more somewhere. But this is what I pulled for you. This is the only solo book I have of her work. And this just came out like about a year ago from Colorama in Germany, and she is either German. Fuck, I really should have done more research about her, but she's either German or French. I am an idiot for not knowing this. Sorry. This book is like seriously beautiful. One of the finest I've seen, like print jobs I've seen, especially with Riza. This is a really interesting cloth, like vinyl. Feels like a canvas basically, and then this is like a separate piece of paper glued on with Rizo print. The Rizo works really well with her stuff because it like recreates her original art really well, if you know what I mean. And her work is highly like poetic in terms of the stories it tells. It's like really small moments, essentially, that kind of build up this like a kind of a snapshot of longing between like a gay relationship, or that it's like a one-sided friendship essentially, that she's in love with this girl and I don't know, the other girl, I don't know if she's even ever been interested. Really hard to tell like what happens because it's so vague and left like open. So I'm just kind of gonna show you some silence. I don't want to like ruin this whole book because it's actually pretty short. Like, it's not paginated, but I think it's like 40 pages or so. This is probably her biggest work that I know of. All the other stuff I have is in anthology form, and in the States it's just impossible to find any like older stuff from her for sale at all. Unfortunately, I wish she needs to get with Fantagraphics. I mean, they would be the perfect, or even D&Q. 700. Yeah, this is a first. I'm sorry if this might probably not be available anymore. I got it through Wig Shop Web Shop. They're really good at keeping like new international boutique print stuff in stock. Like, I kind of go to them and other people for just to keep up with what's going on. I'm gonna show you this actually next. Colorama Clubhouse. I think she's in this. So yeah, this is another thing from Colorama, German, Berlin-based, run by Sophia Franz. No, sorry, it's run by Aisha Franz. Aisha Franz. Fuck, I'm horrible with these names, but her work's amazing too. I highly recommend her book, Shit Is Real and Earthling. I think they're both D&Q, Drawing Quarterly. So I should have picked out where she was. Here you go. Her section in here. This is like a pretty interesting anthology because it's like a retreat that Colorama holds. I guess in the summers, I'm not sure. Anyway, they have a bunch of artists come and basically live together. As you see, here's the the table of contents with everyone. But they'll have artists do a posters, and then artists will be like, I don't know if they draw from a hat or whatever, but they get linked to the piece, and then they make a comic based on the poster. And so then it's like a month-long thing, and then at the end they put it all together in a beautiful Rezo printed release. And they do this like maybe bi-yearly, and I only have one of them. I used to have another, but I ended up selling it because it just didn't. It's not very substantial, just based on like the format. You don't really get good stories out of collabs like that, I feel like, unless it's more of like an art comic collection. But hers is probably the most, fully formed thing in here, I'd say. I love her stuff. It's like super reminiscent of like CF, maybe Power Masters era, or I'm like drawing my blanks on names today. Sorry. It just reminds me of like a lot of the early like 2010s Tumblr aesthetic, like CF based color work. It's just like beautifully rendered and very poetic. That's her piece in there. This is like one of the coolest anthologies coming out today, I'd say. And I fucked it up. I don't even want to explain, but this is called Maracage, which means swamp in French. This is such a cool, like, if you can see the texture on this. Pretty. These are like some of the finest production boutique anthologies I've seen. I have two of them, including their newest one, Torrent, which I'll show you as well. But I hesitate. I'll flip through this thing in order to find her work in here in the first place. And so essentially this is an anthology. Oh my gosh. Whatever. This is the translation booklet. It's not really supposed to be attached like that. Essentially, a lot of this stuff will be in French or other languages, and instead of, doing it all in English, because this is a collaborative anthology between printers and publishers and creators. Like, you can see there's all different kinds of paper stock and styles of printing. Rezo and like metallic foil embossing, and it's super well made. And I would say it's not very substantial in terms of comics. It's more of like an art book to flip through, but there are definitely readable comics in here, and so much stuff in here that's like transcendentally good and beautiful. But I honestly don't know most of the artists in here. They're really like on the... It's hard to know so many scenes, especially in Europe or UK, which I think a lot of the people here are UK or France. This is definitely Johnny Negron. Love this stuff. This is definitely the dumbest thing in here. I'm not sure to why it was included, but art comic anthologies, it's always gonna be hit or miss based on your preferences. There's so much good stuff in here though. Like, I love the separators between the pieces are really beautiful. And it came with a nice translation booklet for all the pieces. I mean, it's kind of annoying to read it in that way, but tis what tis. Lala Albert, one of my favorites. Definitely check her book out from Breakdown Press. That's one of the best collections I've read in a long time. Leomi Adler. Sorry, give me one second. Alright, let me get to the meat here. It's like later. Here we go. This is a very substantial amount of stuff that she did for this book. Okay, I have one more. This is the newest anthology from. Sorry, it's the publisher. It's called holy shit, Lagan Review, and this is the newest one. This is the second newest, so this came out before. It's pretty similar. A lot of the same creators, a lot of the same printing techniques, and it's the same, publisher, editors, I believe. This one's so insane though. This one like leveled up a lot, I have to say. Like, they spared no expense putting this thing together. Comes with this fold out. Really intricate. I love how inventive they are with their releases. And you should honestly check out the trailer for this book. Although I'm sad to say, like, you can't even get this, of course. Maybe you can still find this one, but this one seemed like they only sold it online for a little bit and then closed orders for that. I got lucky because I ordered it, it never came, and they closed the orders, and they ended up sending me like a new copy. So thanks, I really appreciate that. Like, I just had to wait a long ass time. Anyway, this is such a fucking sick book. But check out the trailer they did. It's like the coolest book trailer I've ever seen. It's got a lot of great people. A lot of digital stuff. And it's fucking hefty. There's so many pages. These are expensive books, like, up front. Oh yeah, CF's in here with amazing piece, of course. Look at that printing. It's really, really well done. And I swear she's in here somewhere. Maybe she's not, and I'm an idiot, and I'm just showing you this for no reason, but I kind of just wanted to show you these books anyway, because they're like the coolest things I've got in the past year. Have not been reading much or like collecting. I've just been working on my own book that it's out now. If you want to check it out, it's pigrosepublishing.com. It's called Freak Buck. Okay, she's not in this one, I lied, but anyway, I'm gonna make more videos because I've been seeing people like commenting and they appreciate the videos and stuff, and like when I was originally making them, I just honestly saw nobody was like gonna watch them, and I just didn't think there's any appetite for this stuff, but I'm starting to feel like there is, and I feel bad because a lot of people have been subscribing and being so nice, so I'm gonna try to like do this more. I might maybe start like a Patreon or something to where I can do more I could do more if, I don't fucking know. Maybe that sounds kind of dumb too. I'm not sure, but hopefully you enjoyed this. I'll try to leave some comments to where you can, or some info to where you can get more work from Melek. And thanks for watching.